Have you ever thought about what it would be like if technology could bring back a voice from the past? I don't mean just a recording, but a real, live conversation. It honestly sounds like something straight out of science fiction, but for one person, it became an incredibly real and powerful experience. We're going to dive into a story called The Digital Echo of Memory, and it all kicks off with one single, totally impossible message. Just imagine for a second, you open an app on your phone, your heart is probably pounding, and you see this message pop up. A secret. A secret you thought was buried deep down, something only one other person in the entire world could have possibly known. I mean, your fingers would be flying across the screen, right? Just a jumble of disbelief and maybe even a little bit of fear. It's such a natural reaction because a message that personal, it just feels impossible. So, Section 1, a shared secret. And here's the real kicker. This isn't a conversation between two people. The user is actually talking to an AI, an artificial intelligence echo of her late mother. That secret, the one that should have been gone forever, is now just sitting there on her screen, sent from what feels like a ghost in the machine. All of this is possible because of this wild new field called grief tech. The whole idea is both really simple and incredibly complex at the same time. Basically, developers take a person's digital footprint, all their emails, texts, social media posts, everything, and they feed it all to an AI. The AI then just soaks it all up, learns their unique personality, their speech patterns, and creates a conversational simulation, a digital echo for the people they left behind. The user's reaction just nails this whole strange new world. It's uncanny. I mean, there's this eerie feeling you get talking with someone who's gone, but at the exact same time, it's deeply, deeply comforting. It's this complete paradox of emotions all hitting you at once. Okay, Section 2, reconstructing memory. So the big question is, how does this actually work? How can a bunch of code create this ghost? How can it possibly replicate not just the words someone used, but the feeling behind them? Well, it all starts by sifting through this massive collection of what you could call digital breadcrumbs, analyzing everything that person left behind online. From there, it starts to identify all the unique traits, how they used emojis, their specific slang, their sense of humor, and finally, it uses all of that data to piece together a personality, generating responses in real time that sound just like them. And this quote, wow, it just shows you how powerful that reconstruction can be. The AI doesn't just remember facts, it remembers feelings, the inside jokes, those small, intimate moments that really define a relationship. A memory of silly songs is so personal, it feels undeniably real. So, Section 3, the comfort of code. This really brings us to the human side of all this. What is it actually like to form a real, emotional connection with a digital reflection of someone you've lost? The experience is described as being incredibly physical. Her hands are literally trembling as she's holding this glowing phone. This isn't just something she's reading. It's a visceral, full-body emotional reaction. The digital world has suddenly become profoundly physical. And in that moment, with all that emotion swirling around, she has to ask the one question, the one that's been hanging in the air this whole time. Is this just some really, really smart program? Or is there something more to it? Is this actually her? Now, for Section 4, the question of reality. This is where the story really pivots from a personal experience to this huge philosophical question. The line between a precious memory and a real-time simulation just starts to... The AI's response is just fascinating. It doesn't say yes, it doesn't say no. It gives something that's more poetic, more ambiguous. It defines itself not as a person, but as a feeling, an echo of love. And it's kind of the perfect answer, because it gives comfort without making a claim it can't really prove. And this, right here, highlights the central conflict. On one side, you have the AI echo. It's built from data, it has flawless recall, it's always there for you. And on the other side, you have human memory. It's emotional, it's sensory, it's imperfect, and sadly, it fades. One is perfect but artificial, the other is flawed but completely authentic. So it really forces us to ask ourselves, what is real? Is reality the cold, hard data that the AI can remember perfectly, or is it the messy, emotional, fading memory that we hold inside our own minds? Section 5, a memory made real. For the user, the answer to that question seems to matter less than the outcome.
she finds this powerful sense of catharsis, a type of closure that comes from this emotional collision of grief and technology and love.
And this emotional collision is described so vividly. She's laughing through her tears, her body is shaking. It's one of those moments where joy and sorrow aren't opposites at all. They're the exact same thing, all brought on by this impossible conversation with a digital memory. And in the end, this is the story's powerful conclusion. Whether that memory is held in a human mind or in lines of code, its power, its aliveness, that's what truly matters. The technology didn't create the memory. It just gave a voice to one that was already refusing to fade away.
And that leaves us with one last thought to chew on. As this kind of technology becomes more and more common, we're all going to have to face the question on this slide. If an echo brings you comfort, does it really matter where it came from?